Hello, game fans! Now, who said the apocalypse had to be a dreary affair? Sunset Overdrive makes the end of the world a fun-filled roller coaster, with its vivid colours, its outrageous characters, and more fetch quests that you can shake a stick at. In Sunset Overdrive, energy drink-fueled mutants have overrun Sunset City, and it's up to you to help the survivors and also to escape the city. But is this colourful veneer and disregard of the fourth wall hiding a repetitive and sometimes insulting game? Well, here's my review of Sunset Overdrive.
Insomniac Games have done a tremendous job at creating a large open-world third-person shooter that is a sheer joy to traverse. They have said to hell with real-world physics and realistic gameplay and instead opted for pure distilled exhilaration. Once you get past the initial learning curve of mastering the myriad of controls, the game opens up into a Tony Hawk or Jet Set Radio inspired super run where you chain together grinds, wall runs, bounces, swings and even flight to circumnavigate the city and to achieve your goals. The ultimate goal of Sunset Overdrive is to escape Sunset City, ground zero for a mutant outbreak caused by an untested energy drink called Overdrive supplied to the city's inhabitants. Fizco, the super corporation behind the drink, has locked down the city and sent in the cleaners. Mutants of all shapes and sizes roam the city along with an array of Fizco robots and a number of armed thugs known as scabs. The ground is the worst place for you as running is intentionally slow and you are soon mobbed by a horde of mutants. The trick is to keep moving. The movement mechanic requires dedication to master, but once achieved, you don't mind the endless fetch quests, as it's the journey that is the most fun. Insomniac Games has catered for this quest repetition issue by mixing up the later quests to include much more variety. You will battle mini-bosses, ride roller coasters, and even pilot a flying car in your quest to uncover the truth behind the outbreak. The story is a little over-simple, but it is hugely entertaining. The deep character customization makes the game feel more personal, and it's nice to have the freedom to be a bearded woman in a tutu should you wish. As the weapons are unlocked, so is an array of wardrobe items. The weapons range from a cock and ball shaped shotgun to the ridiculous teddy bear launcher, covering all the different bases. All these weapons can be used in conjunction for maximum damage, starting with the flaming compensator and ending with an acid spitting robot. The multiplayer is a lot of fun, and some might say more fun than the single player campaign. This 8-player co-op has only a few different game types, but the most fun has to be the Horde mode. Whilst the game types are limited at the moment, I expect more multiplayer features to be rolled out with the 2 DLC packs. The graphics are eye-poppingly lush, with an impressive draw distance and no lag. Sunset Overdrive certainly looks, sounds and feels like a next generation game. The voice acting is solid and the sound design is spectacular. I personally found the humour and writing to be funny and loved all the references to movies and video games. The respawn animations are genius and absolutely hilarious, from the portal inspired wormhole to the rising coughing out the ground from which you emerge. The groups you meet will definitely appeal to geek culture, but do run a fine line of insulting the very people who are playing the game. Openly mocking nerds for being too smart or laughing at the LARPers, people who dress up in medieval attire to play real-world role-playing games, it might upset a few people, but on the whole you can see it's all done in high spirits. The main story can be completed in 8 to 10 hours, but after the completion you can then roam the streets however you like, collecting items, buying new weapons and seeking out all the side quests you missed. Overall, there is no wonder that this game has won the amount of awards it has. Sunset Overdrive is one of the freshest and most enjoyable new IPs to come out on the new gen consoles. The visuals are stunning, and once you've mastered the controls, it's a joy to play. There will be moments where you tire of the fetch quests, but stick with it as there is a lot more variety in the second half of the game. The multiplayer is a lot of fun, and the 2 new DLC expansion packs, one of which has just come out, the oil rig one, well, this will definitely make a worthy addition to your Xbox One collection.
Finish him!
If you want more, don't forget to like, comment or subscribe, or click the link for even more reviews.